guys, it's just Tracy Newman here from the Navigator's Tarot, here to do some readings for you for the week. We're going to start with the general energy report and we'll see what's going on for the energies for this week. Been a very busy time. It's Christmas, so of course everything is, oh God, heightened. Do you know what I've noticed, just over the last few weeks, and I don't know if anybody else has noticed it as well, but there must be some huge kind of changes happening within and without. I am seeing, it's like the colors of everything is so much brighter these days. I look at flowers and the colors are literally almost iridescent sometimes when I look at them. It is amazing, and I don't know whether it's got to do with the light, I don't know, but things are changing on so many different levels. So I don't know if anybody else has noticed that either, but that's what I've noticed. Also too, I will say that I'm noticing too, maybe since the 12-12 portal from last week, that the awakening on the planet has really shifted and taken a huge step forward. It seems like a lot of people's third eye is beginning to open up. There seems to be a lot more disclosure coming through. When I watch a lot of different people on Rumble, and there seems to be so much more disclosure. Plus, I'm seeing also on the mainstream media a lot more disclosure coming through and a lot more truth being told than ever before. And as we've said before, the only way that people are really going to awaken to the truth is not by you or me or anybody that is already awake. They are going to have to be told the truth through the only way they know, and that is through the mainstream media. That is what they have attached themselves to. That is what is the driving force behind their sleepiness or awake time. And so it's going to have to come from the mainstream media. But of course, getting hold of the mainstream media and being able to literally tell the truth through that particular dynamic has been a real struggle, I feel, for the good guys. Anyway, but I have noticed that there has been a lot more disclosure and a lot more truth coming out through the mainstream. It's really the only way it's going to come through for anybody to take notice. However, they cannot stop the awakening that is happening on the planet, and it is occurring. So, and it's what I've noticed this week, this last week, particularly since the 12-12 portal. And I do predict that 2024 may be the year of disclosure, of the truth and the disclosure coming through. The dark are really under pressure now. I feel like the cracks are beginning to come through, because if we're starting to see the truth through the mainstream media, then yes, most definitely their attempts to fight back are really quite futile. It's literally they are up against it now. And even though they're fighting back, because they will never let go, they honestly believe, Klaus Schwab honestly believes everything that he says to everybody is going to occur. He totally believes it. He will believe it till his dying day, if he's not already out, being taken out. Also, too, I will say I watched a movie I think it was a couple of days ago, and it was called Leave the World Behind. Now that is predictive programming at its finest. That movie. And also, too, it was produced by two of the main people that are actually pushing the globalist agenda, and that would be Hussein and Michael Obama. And I call them by their real names because that is what they are known by. That is what they are. Actually, they're not known by, but that is their actual name. But they, of course, are known by Michelle and Barack Obama. However, so that particular movie is predictive programming, And Klaus Schwab has come out and said in the world, through the World Economic Forum committees and groups and sessions that they have, that the pandemic was only the first pandemic. The second one would be the cyber attack. And so they are literally telling us what they are planning to do through movies like Leave the World Behind. It's a really good movie though. I actually quite liked it, but yes, predictive programming at its finest. But, you have to get to the stage where you know what you're looking at, and it just, you have no emotional attachment to any of it. Right, we have the scribe, the counselor. We have Phoenix rising from the ashes, which is literally what is going on. This awakening on the planet is literally a phoenix arising from the ashes. Coming out into something much, coming from the ashes, from this, from the darkness and fire into light and love and a beautiful new world. The matrix is changing. Make no mistake, we are still in the matrix. If we still have stories about anything, whether that be the galactic stories, the satanic stories, the Luciferian stories, the angelic stories, any of the world that we live in, any of those stories, they are still stories, they are still part of the matrix. The only way you can really escape any of that is to become completely enlightened under the realization that absolutely none of what we are seeing or hearing or believing is the truth. Somewhere, what is the truth? That'll do your head in. Still though, they're amazing stories. Yes, so a lot of people will be going through, as they begin to awaken, a lot of them will literally get shoved into some form of the dark night of the soul, where they'll have to go within and really understand the truth of who they really are upon this earth plane, upon this matrix world that is literally changing before our eyes. So a lot of that is going to occur on the planet, and it is occurring because that energy is now shifting and moving through these astrological events like the 1212 portal, and I think there was some other, was there some sort of new moon energy coming through as well, that was going to shift us forward? Not sure. I'm not an astrologer. These are just like little things that I hear and I'm like, oh, okay, that explains a lot. But we are beginning to shift and move, and you will also begin to, this is all happening on a physiological level, psychological level, emotional level, on every level, spiritual level. And so it's going to affect us also too on that physical level. And we'll begin to have a lot of ascension symptoms, like literally purging out anything that does no longer need to exist within. And you'll also then, as you begin to purge out a lot of what goes on within your own cellular structure, you'll begin to see those changes occur on an outer level. That's how it works. Within first, and then the changes happen on an outer level. And there we have, look at that, dark night of the soul. It is occurring. But of course, with that dark night of the soul, it is allowing us to go within and to, as I said, purge out anything that no longer needs to be in our world, either inner world or outer world. Excuse me, sorry. Anyway, the sun is shining at the moment. It's like all my roses and agapanthus and that are just all, the light is shining on them. It's so beautiful. And as I've said before, you know, everything is so iridescent at the moment. I don't know if anybody else has noticed it, but like literally the colours at the moment are spectacular in the gardens. Yeah, so lots of inner child healing too will also be occurring. Very much needed at the moment for those who are beginning to really see themselves in a completely different light and are now ready to heal and meet their inner child, their hurting, wounded, traumatized inner child. And we have love. Absolutely unconditional love. That's where we're all headed. Service to others, not to self. Healing. So there's a lot of healing going on and moving into, as I said before, unconditional love. Okay, so they're the energies. So really, at this point in time, it's like go within, listen to the body, allow it to go through its changes that need to occur and have no emotional attachment to what actually is occurring within or without. Remove fear as much as you can from your life and move into unconditional love for all, for yourself and others. I know it's a recurring theme, but that seems to be how we change the matrix of our world. And to move into, become your own authority. Become your own authority and become your own sovereign being. Okay, that's all I have for now. And yeah, I'll see you in on. Bye for now.